Good evening, folks, and welcome back out. Game number 4 of a long rainy day here at Ward 10 in Tioga, Louisiana, right in the heart of the state of Louisiana, and we welcome you into our community. Excited to have you in for this one. I am Doug in with 446 Sports. And we are just about ready to get underway. Again, these games have went down to a 60-minute time limit, so this one will be going rather quickly. We finished the other 30-minute one. Welcome those folks that are making their way in from on Facebook and YouTube and finding us there. Delighted to have you in. This is a weird game of sorts, if you will, Chuck.
Okay.
Game, of course, scheduled for a 2:30 start. It is about, 7 hours, 6.5 hours behind that. 8:30, 60, 7 when he carried the one. There you have it. But team from Texas, Texas State champions are Alto, Texas. We know that, ALTO. Team from South Carolina, Saluda, South Carolina, SALUDA, South Carolina. Two distinctly different parts of the country,
yes,
without a doubt.
Yes.
And I have old friends of mine from each of those towns.
Really?
Yeah, and as I'm looking through and you see the Texas, you see the South Carolina, like, no way do I have that. But a buddy that I used to be in the business with years back over at Pierman Motor Company in Alto, Texas, Lee Pierman, was there. So send my big hello out to my friend Lee Pierman, Alto, Texas, at Pierman Motor Company. If anybody knows him, tell him that we said hi. And in Saluda, South Carolina, our buddy Ronnie Earl Satterfield, who now lives in Destin, Florida, and around Florida, and just plays music and is just all around good dude. So we've got friends out at both of those. So if any of you know Lee out in Alto, Texas, or you know Ronnie Earl, I know Ronnie Earl. I'll talk to him. But tell Big Country I said hi.
Wow.
There you go. Again, Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. 60-minute time limit in the pool play action. We're keeping a tentative eye on tomorrow as well. We have had 3 games played today. Duplin County in North Carolina won big over Tennessee Fairview, and they moved in at 1-0. The other Tennessee team, Pleasant View, they were the state champs of Tennessee. They beat Burke County, Georgia, to move forward. And in the game that we just saw, that was the bulk of that big long rain delay, the team from Louisiana in Minden, not the host team, Tioga, they play next. Minden wins that to move on to the 2 o'clock game. They beat Columbia, Mississippi, who will go to the 10 a.m. game. I ought to just get a cot and sleep right here as late as this one is. But
they might want one as late as they finish this one up and getting ready to play tomorrow.
Absolutely. So you're starting to fill things out. The winner of this one will play Tennessee Fairview at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The loser of this one will go on to, let's see, if that's pool game number 4, they will play at noon against Pleasant View. That's that Tennessee State champion. So you've got some winners going on against the ones that lost in these. And then we'll do it all again Saturday, Sunday, and Monday until we crown a 12U World Series champion.
What say you what do you think the percentages are? Let's
17.
17. I love the number.
Okay.
That folks are not going to stick around for these last 2 games. They're probably going to go back to the hotel and pull up on their Roku TV possibly, or their devices, maybe stream to their TV, or even pull it up on YouTube on your TV, whatever it is. But if they're at the hotels, they can do some of this stuff. If
you're a fan of one of these teams, you're here. There's 0% that are watching it from the hotels. Some of the coaches and scouts and things like that, they're back.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the previous
They're
games.
swimming in the pool. They're doing all of that. So if you are around the house, around the hotel, around the wherever you are, we invite you to jump in the chat. That's turned out to be a pretty cool little thing. We invite you to get into the chat on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook. They started rolling the clock, and Team from South Carolina will make their way out onto the field to play defense. Let's take a look around the way. In left field, Zoe Clark. In center field is Tinlin Brown. In right field, Skylar Marshall. At third base, let's see where they did. Yeah, third base, they've got Claire Reeves. Shortstop is Zoe Springs. Second base is Blythe Buzzhart. First base is Emma Enlow. In the battery for South Carolina, behind the dish is Ava Fry. And in the circle is Emma Enlow. Or I'm sorry, Mackenzie Jones is in the circle. Lineup, and we'll look at the batting order for Texas. It's Marley Reed, Remy Reed, Kennedy Skinner. It's dark in here and my eyes are bad. Skinner, S-K-I-N-N-E-R. Batting fourth, Cambria Reagans. Batting fifth, Jariah Griffin. Lindley Jones follow things up at batting sixth. Macy Lowe is there batting seventh. Number 8 batter is Kendall Lucas. Number 9 is Emma Rowley, R-O-W-L-E-Y. Number 10 batter, Layla Elam. And they do have extra hitters in this. They'll bat through the entire lineup. Batting 11th for Texas is Alea Gwynn. And Riley Hogan will play first base. And do that. Boy, just the camaraderie up here in the press box.
Yes, indeed. 74 degrees, 100% humidity, south wind at 4 miles an hour, and sunrise is set for 6:17.
Sunrise. We have switched from sunset to sunrise. I absolutely love that. First pitch was scheduled for 2:30. It is 9:12 p.m. And we are ready to go. First pitch in this one is underway. 9:12 on the clock, and that first one is in there for a strike. Mackenzie Jones there in the circle for this team out of Saluda, South Carolina. Squaring around to bunt was Reed, and she'll pull that back and take it outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Her practice swing here, I'm watching her. It goes up and whirls around above her head like a tornado.
She gets it going, doesn't she? Lays that bunt down, stays in the box, so it is going to be fouled off. Wearing number 92. And again, not one of the taller players that we've seen, but she swings that bat. I'm telling you what, she is as scrappy as you will find out of there. That is Marley Reed.
Yeah, she's got some velocity on that bat.
Marley watches this one go outside from Jones. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. We are just underway in this one, and the officials will keep them in the box quickly and letting them make the most of the 60 minutes that are in this game. First couple of games were 90-minute games, but rain shortened these. So glad that we're able to get these back in. Nobody from Alto, Texas has told me that they know my buddy Lee Pearman over there. That would smoke down the line towards third. Reed is hustling down, and she is going to be on with an infield single right out of the glove of the third baseman, Claire Reeves.
I was going to say, she got some speed on her with those little legs there. I'll tell you what, she got in there quick.
Remy Reed, now the shortstop, will stride in. Manager is Lauren Reed, Coach Charlie Reed, and Cord Lucas are the coaches for that Texas team. That one is bunted right back to the pitcher. No play is going to be made at all. First baseman had pulled in, did Emma Enlow, trying to cover that ground ball, and nobody went over to cover first after she did that. And Reed are on bases first and second. And Kennedy Skinner, see, I got it right this time. K-E-N-N-I-D-I, Skinner, S-K-I-N-N-E-R. Will stride in, ready to go to work. Where's number 44? She is the third baseman in this one. And just small ball, if you will.
She moved up in the box there. She first stepped in further back and then scooted up towards the middle of the box. There's that back foot about at the point of the plate in the back.
That one up and out of the zone from Jones. Texas, the visiting team. South Carolina, the home team in this one. Teams from Alabama and Tioga, the host Louisiana team, have been waiting around. They've got to wait a little bit further for this one to finish up, and this one is a good one. Remember, we will stop this broadcast an hour from now when it's over with and get back going with a new broadcast.
Thanks for watching with us. I tell you what, this has been an event for us, too.
That one right down the pipe. Skinner takes that one for strike one. 3 balls and 1 strike. You see the officials, they'll run them in and out of the between innings as quick as they can. Steps back and puts a shot into that one.
Good stop
that
on
one
it.
Bounces, but up, and the play will be made at first. Good job out at second base by Blythe Buzzhart to, if she catches that one in the air. Chuck, let's see. Do you have that? Let's look back at it. Between innings as quick as they can. Steps back and puts a shot into that one. That one bounces, but up, and the play will be made at first. Good job out of second base for Blythe Buzzhart. Cambria Reagans now will stride in. Appreciate that. Our instant replays brought to you by BU Designs by Melissa Gann. Look her up at Facebook if you're looking for any Spirit shirt, apparel, things like that. You can recall we ship worldwide in there. BU Designs by Melissa Gann. That one outside.
1-1.
You see our sponsors rotating around up in the corner. We invite you to check them out. If you get a chance, our big sponsor down in the bottom corner, they feed the fire to everything that we do. It is Explore Alexandria Pineville. You're wondering if there's something to do while you're in town? Go to explorealexandriapineville.com. It's got restaurants, it's got the museums, it's got the zoo. Anything you want while you're in town, you can check it out. Oh, I'm not sure.
That was a ball that rolled off her foot.
Yep. Runners at second and third here. This Texas team trying to get something going. That is such a powerful little 1-2 punch up at the top of the lineup for Texas. Swung through that one was Reagan's, and that fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the first we play. Mackenzie Jones trying to wiggle out of a little bit of trouble here. That one up and out of the zone, and that'll load him up. Loads the bases for Janiyah Griffin.
Shannon Lloyd joins us in, so let's go Alto.
That's right. She's been in and out throughout the day, so that's great to see. Coach Fry going out to have a word with his Saluda, South Carolina defense. But hey, settle down here. Got 1 out. Let's roll a little ball. Thinking he may bring the infield in. Again, with just a 60-minute time limit, you're not going to have a lot of innings that you'll get in. Maybe 4. If I had to think. And so you're going to want to try to cut a run off at home. Don't think you'll get a double play by any means. But it's going to be difficult to nail Marley Reed at home because she is so fast. Reads the ball well. She is just her softball IQ is very high. That one bounces. Good job of hanging on to it behind the dish by Fry. Ava Fry, the catcher for this South Carolina team. Full slate of softball for you tomorrow. Tune in. If you have not hit the follow on Facebook, go ahead and do that. That way you'll be alerted anytime we go live. Picked up a couple of 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel today as well. Make sure you do that. Hit the notification bell, and when we go live, it'll ding, send you an email, and let you know that we're live on here. Here it is, 2 balls and no strikes. That one up and out and in danger of walking in a run here. Mackenzie Jones just needs to find her rhythm a little bit. Rocks back, delivers this one. That is ball 4, and that's going to bring Marley Reed around to score.
And that puts your first point on the board on your Wallace Associate scoreboard you see down there in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
There you go. Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard rolls right into it. Pinch runner for the catcher is coming in. It should be
44.
Should be the last out. That's Kennedy Skinner who is going to go in and run for her. And that is going to bring, is that Lindley Jones?
Jones it is.
Yep, Lindley Jones, number 14, will stride in. One run here in this one, top of the first inning. Swings through that one, that rise ball. And I just don't know, you like to get out there and get aggressive, but as around the strike zone as Jones has been, I would have thought you'd have wanted to probably lay off on that one. That one, very aggressive at the plate, though. She sees a strike and goes after it.
I was going to say that rise ball just is such a tempting pitch for so many batters.
Look, let me tell you, the different number of pitches that these young ladies throw beginning at some early ages, and I don't know that you need a lot of those. If you can master that fastball and changeup at this age,
yes,
then you're probably okay. It's location. Being able to move it in and out. That one right back up the middle. That's going to be an RBI. Possibly another one when it gets past the center fielder. Scrambling around for it. That is going to be a play at the plate up the line, so it's not going to be there. Sliding in safely, and that is a big-time bases clearing 2-strike hit for Lindley Jones.
Did you call that a 333 RBI?
Well, it's probably going to be a single with the extra 2 bases on the error, or the getting to second on the error, third on the throw. So I know she's at third, but you'll call it a single.
Gotcha.
The error when it was bobbled in center field got her to second, and when she throws home, that's when Jones went to third.
Okay.
So a single out of that is what you scored. Macy Lowe, catcher for this Texas team in Texas, I believe should be up 4-0 in this one now, because they had one run prior to that, and the bases were cleared, though, so it is 4-0 here. See that on your Wallace Eye Associates, which teamwork makes the dream work up here in the press box. I can tell you that.
Then for the folks listening at home, I'm the dumb one when it comes to baseball and softball sense, and so Doug gets to explain everything to you and showed our real intelligence focuses with him, where I'm just pushing buttons.
So over here for Gord, looking bunt right out in front. They do have the coverage over there. This time that one is thrown away. Collision at first, helmet comes off, and the ball down the line. And look out at second base is Macy Lowe, making things happen. And this Texas team out of Alto, Texas, has come to play.
A bit of a collision there at first, like he said, and helmet falls off in the transition of moving on to second.
Look, I so stand corrected. Shannon, sorry about that. I got you. So in my defense, I saw the name and Mr. Lloyd, I apologize. He says, and I'm a mister. So there you go. He said, wait till we see her pitch.
Had a change out there for runners. So I guess Skinner's back out to run again. Yep.
Just keep on running. There you go.
Guys, how many times can she touch base in one inning?
That one misses outside. Boy, this Texas team has come to play here in the first. They've put up a 5 spot with just 1 out. That's going to bring Kendall Lucas, the right fielder, up to bat. That one bounces up to the plate from Jones. Going to play it. Third base, slides under the tag. And the tag, so the throw is there, but the tag comes up and back down instead of leaving it down on the base and sliding in safely on a ball that she probably could have been out on. It was a good throw down to third. Yeah. That one grounded into that turf and goes off to the third base side, brought back in. And boy, what exciting 15 minutes, 16 minutes of the top of the first this has been. That one bounces around again. 3 balls and a strike. Still 1 down. Lucas represents the 8th batter this inning. Emma Rowley would be next, Rowley.
Skinner would like to get another one of those RSs by her name.
That one is out of there and back-to-back balls, and she's going to thought about it, but look, standing in the way over at first base for South Carolina was Enlow, and she gets in the way and doesn't allow. I think that Lucas was going to go on around, and Coach will come out, and that's probably going to be the end of the day. Second visit out there, we'll see.
Well, they had a player on second waiting there too, in case she did decide to run around too.
That makes all the difference.
Next up for your 12U Texas
That's
team
going
is
to do it,
10,
and it is going to be a pitching
Emma
change.
Rowley with number
And boy,
3,
that's just you understand the
One out.
frustration and the sadness. And that young lady is just upset with herself, is Mackenzie Jones. But lift your head up, young lady. You got a lot of better days ahead of you there. And a new pitcher coming in will have to get the number 5 is going to come in and pitch, and that is Blythe Buzzard. She is coming back. Well, no,
She was.
so, yeah, that was. So I was looking around. They had. Okay, that's right. She's playing. She was at second base and
Yes,
comes
sir.
across.
So they just swapped spots.
Yep.
looks like.
Yep, and look, I hate it for the young lady that started this one. She is just upset with herself, but it's just a tough inning, and there's days like that. But she wouldn't have got the start in the circle if she wasn't a quality pitcher, and so
That's
it's
true.
just one of those days. But a pitching change here in the top of the first. They'll get back in and get ready to go. Official explains the situation to her from out in the field. And that will be Emma Rowley, that Rowley. That one thrown to shortstop, and I'm telling you, Blythe had to duck that one.
Some of the comments there, I see you're reading those. I was going.
Yeah, I mean it's my buddy Shannon who is back there, and good to have him in. Swung on and missed through that one. Umpires in the Region 2 area, so there you go. So I preface this by saying anytime I butcher the rules, it's one of those things. So bear with me. That's why I don't umpire or coach, and I just call them. So delighted to be here with you throughout the weekend. 0-2 to Emma here in this. Layla would be next, Elia and Riley, as this Texas team tries to bat through their lineup. That one bounced up and gets to the wall, but actually it's blocked up pretty good there behind the dish.
The wall of the catcher.
Right.
Yep.
So we're looking for our others out here. Now, our record was 686 comments in that game number 2. So the bar is out there for you guys from Alto and Saluda, and let's look over here and see how it's going. And Saluda now shared it, so there you go, all the way out to South Carolina.
So do we grade that down, since those were an hour and a half games and this is an hour game? Would we grade that down to comparatively how many that would be?
No, not at all. That one good looking at bat for the pitcher Buzzard, that she was able to come back and get that strikeout. And that is Layla Elam now that will step in. She is the left fielder for this Texas team. Swings through that one. Fouls it back to the backstop. Well, I think our folks have went to sleep in this one.
We got several watching, it looks like, but they might be just laying there with it in their earbuds listening to it.
Could be. Well, as I stand corrected, I've got to get back over here to Facebook, and that's where they are. And the problem is I was on the wrong game. So let me jump in there and look at some of these comments leading the way. See, there we go. I've got it. No comment. So Jennifer Ruby Pierman answers. You know, I talked about my buddy Lee.
Yes.
And so that one is coming in. Going to slide in safely and have that one. Another run for the Texas ladies as they are putting up a big crooked number here in the top of the first. Says, tell the broadcaster Doug Gann hello. Wants to know if Doug is ready for another round of Family Feud. Go Alto. Yes, 1,000% I am, without a doubt. My buddy Lee and I go way back in there, back further than probably either of us want to mention. But, man, it's great to be around in this. Another one up and out of the zone. Going to slide in and safely gets there. Coming around was Lucas to score, and that was ball 4, so it will send Elam down to first base. 21-minute inning thus far.
Bases clearing at bat, and she still ends up on first. How about that?
Yeah. That one lifted up and going to get out of here over that fence.
Beyond the fence.
By the first base dugout is where that's going to do. That is Alea Gwynn that is set to hit.
That's there, strike 2. Watch that one come in there.
Gwynn is the 11th batter to hit this inning, so virtually hitting around in this one. And you go back and you look at innings, Chuck. That very first game that we did, one of the teams in there had to get to the 4th inning before they batted all of the 11. And if she reaches on this one and is bobbled there, thinking about turning and going to second, but Elam will stay at second. Gwynn reaches, and Riley Hogan will be the 12th to bat this inning.
Third baseman just frustrated with herself that she couldn't get the glove on the ball to make the play, because you could see her just getting in position to make the throw over.
There you go, and Rowley, R-O-W-L-E-Y. R-O-W-L-E-Y is it. And Sharon Covington answered as well. Said, I answered too, went to school with Lee.
Oh.
I don't know. That Lee went to school a long, long time ago, so I'd be careful. No, I say that purely in jest.
Look, we only have 37 minutes, so if we're going to get some stories out of this, y'all go ahead and light it up.
So let me tell you, we're not getting any stories out of it. I can promise you that. That one thrown down to third. Runners will advance to second and third. Back to the top of the correction. Riley Hogan here, the first baseman, comes in hitting in the 12 spot. I tell you, if you draw up how you want to come out and start something after a big lengthy delay in a game that was supposed to start at 2:30, you go up and say, we're going to hit half the game, half the time limit in the first inning. That one pushed foul into the fence behind the backstop.
Out over here close to where the batter's box is on that first base side.
A lot of folks tuning in on Facebook to watch this one, and we certainly appreciate that. And again, the rain has kept us from having that camera out in center field. As the rain dries up, that one, strike 3, drop third, strike. It's going to go around and throw down to first base, and that will retire the side. But not before 7 runs come across for the young ladies from Alto, Texas there. 7-0. Bottom of the first we go. Buzzhart, Marshall, and Jones due up when we come back.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Buzzhart leads off. Blythe Buzzhart will look. That's the one, and I'm sitting here explaining how to.
With number 7, Skylar Aldo.
Blythe, B-L-Y-T-H-E, Blythe Buzzhart, B-U-Z-H-A-R-D-T. She is the catcher for South Carolina. Will lead things off. Janiyah Griffin. How do you like that? 30 minutes into the game, 27 minutes. Let's be official. And Griffin staked to a 7-run lead. Well, this Texas team has come out on fire. We'll see defensively what they're able to do. A lot of fun with my new Texas friends that are out there. Spent a little time living in Texas. Speaking of stories, we'll get into a little bit of them. Have lived in Pasadena, Texas. Lived in Wichita Falls, and where else did I live? Somewhere around Dallas. No, Abilene is where we lived. Yeah, that's what I didn't live. We lived around Texas a lot. Wichita Falls was where the family was from, so up in the northern panhandle side of that, I guess, of Texas. Going out there to discuss with Janiyah, and we'll see what that's about. Maybe talking about that green towel that is in her back pocket, of taking that out of there, that it didn't interfere with the batter's field of vision. Needless to say, here we go. They're bringing her out a white one because the green one may have been close in color to the softball.
Maybe.
So it's not the towel, it was just the color of the towel that was the concern there, and they get that worked out. Again, one final game set to come in this one. And look, I don't know. We're going to have to turn the microphone up here away from the score table, because this group has been waiting on their team from Tioga to get going. Griffin will stride back in. Fastball that's thrown right down the middle, and it has Buzzhart swinging through that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good velocity off of the right arm of Janiyah Griffin. That one ground ball out to second base. Reed has it. She'll fire over to first in time for the first out. Look, I am very impressed from the offensive side of it from Marley Reed, and then handles that ground ball routinely, gets it over to first.
Nicely done.
And look, bless her heart, as I said, she is not the biggest of the players that we have seen today in stature. But I'm going to tell you, in spunk and in attitude, she is right up there at the top of them. She is a ball player.
No doubt.
That one popped up. The bunt is coming in. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Chuck, I don't know if you've got that you can look back at the replay on that last play. No. Firing in from third base was Kennedy Skinner.
Wow.
Almost caught that one back in the batting circle area. She was in to play the bunt, so she's in front of the third base bag by a couple of steps. But look, don't take a thing away from her. She was on fire going after that ball. That one fouled off. Comes up and gets that back to Griffin there, does Skinner. Time is called, and they'll switch that one. At any time one's going to hit the bricks, they will get it out and check on it anyway. Rain looks like it has moved out of the area for a little while. Small window to get this one in, and that is strikeout number 1 there. They work the ball around the horn.
Number 17, Mackenzie Jones is your batter with number 10, Emma on deck. 2 outs.
This is Mackenzie Jones that will hit. That was Skylar Marshall that was there. Mackenzie Jones comes in, number 17. Of course, in the circle for this South Carolina team. When skied foul and back over there where they make the custom wood engraved bats in that area. Got to stop and visit with that gentleman and what he has going on with the Fairview group out of Tennessee is over here doing his thing, and so it's great to sit and visit there. Same spot, same result. That one just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Griffin trying to come out and have a clean inning in this one to start things off. That one slipped out of her hand. You could see her go and adjust a little bit there, that she had missed that. Two more matchups to set up for tomorrow before we are done this evening. Texas State champs there are rolling in this one. They put up a 7 spot in the first. That ground ball is over to shortstop, handled by Remy Reed. Across the diamond, but not in time. Jones able to hustle down and get that one across. When you stay back on the ball and you're back at that shortstop area, you got a quick runner, and it's just impossible. It's an infield single there. That'll bring Emma Enlow, first baseman for South Carolina. Janiyah will try to get back and settled, and that's a good read on that from Jones as the ball was barely out of the catcher's glove going to the backstop, and Jones was off and going towards second. She'll throw that one back around. Over halfway through this one, 60-minute time limit, 26 minutes remaining. And we're in the first, so 34-minute inning and counting. That one outer half as well, coming out from behind the plate was low. Two balls, no strikes, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Runner is at second base. Swung on and missed there. It'll be 2 balls and a strike.
3 balls and a strike there, Doug.
Is it? 3 balls, 1 strike. Okay.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Mind you.
Mind my business.
Mind your biscuits, Chuck.
Biscuits sounds good for breakfast.
That's right. So we've got 3 different counts in my ears, one from the scoreboard, one beside me, and one from, well, Chuck. So I'm eliminating Chuck from this and going down to the 2 right ones over there.
That's right. You have.
I got the game changer in the scoreboard and Chuck over here. Yeah. That one outside, and that'll bring the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now we got the 3-2.
Now everybody is on the same page. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Griffin trying to get out of this. Enlow wanting to keep this inning alive and get the first couple of runs on the board for this South Carolina team. Going to walk, and that'll put runners at first and second for Zoe Springs.
Number 24, Zoe is your batter with number 12, Ava on deck. 2 outs.
Certainly want to thank the folks that have followed us on our Facebook page. If you have not done that yet, make sure that you go out and do that while you're watching along. We are trying to get to 12,000 tonight. Got a couple of hundred more to go. 11,730 followers, and just delighted to have you as one of them. Go ahead and click that follow button up at the top. That one is in there for
folks.
strike two, nothing in two.
Text your friends and family members and tell them, hey, you can watch, and while you're there, go ahead and do that. See what happens. See if we can get Doug to sing and dance.
No, certainly not. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes. And Janiyah Griffin closes the door on the first inning. No runs. 1 hit and no errors. Nobody left, or 1 left on. We go to the top of the second. 7-0. Texas leads this one. We'll be right back right after this.
See what happens. See if we can get Doug to sing and dance.
No, certainly not. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes. And Janiyah Griffin closes.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Back we go, top of the second. Ava Fry on to pitch. So they will be there'll be a new catcher out there as well, and we'll get that. Looks like 24 is Zoe Springs. Move from shortstop to catcher. That puts number 5, Buzzhart, back out to shortstop, and that'll bring Marley Reed to the plate. Swings at that one. I mean, look, they talk about bat speed. She whips the bat through the zone just as quick as anybody that I've seen.
How about that? Started the first inning, now starting the second inning.
Yeah, when you hit through 12 people, you generally end up with the 7 runs like they did. 20 minutes remain, 40 minutes gone. We go to the top of the second. About 25 minutes away from the host team, Tioga, taking the field up here, and the ground's already shaking. Boy, they are fired up.
Saturated with joy, right?
Lots of work to do in this one. South Carolina trying just to get through this inning. 1, 2, 3 if they can. They're the home team. So if they get out of this, run the bats back in there and get them a couple of innings swinging the stick, perhaps they'll have an opportunity.
Amber Middleton says, way to go, Alto.
There you go. Do appreciate the folks that are jumping on and following, too. We just might make 12,000 tonight. If you can get another 255, sound like a telethon, though. But no, it doesn't cost you guys anything, so that's a cool thing. Maybe a little piece of your soul having to listen to it, but they give us statistics, Chuck, Facebook and YouTube do, of number of times we've been muted during a game.
Just got hit by pitch, huh?
She did, yeah. They're calling foul ball and bringing her back. So, yeah, it hits her bat.
Still 2-2.
Said that it hit her off her helmet, but he said it was a foul ball, hit the bat first and then off of the helmet is what they're calling. But now he'll come in, and that's what we've seen about the officiating crews throughout the day, is that they'll get together and just check those things out.
Yeah.
He's saying, it got her on the helmet, and they'll send Reed down to first, and that'll bring Remy Reed, the shortstop, up. Tiger crew making its way back in here after about a 10-hour hiatus from here, so good to see them back in here.
Yes, indeed. My old music minister had his son, his name was Nathan, and he talked about a telestrator, a telephone, a telethon. He said, well, my son's one of those tele-Nathans. So you tell him something, everybody's going to know about it.
That one fouled off to the left side on that bunt attempt. And this, Chuck, is the way that the last inning started. Marley got on base, and Remy was there trying to bunt her across. Nobody was at first, and when those two got on base, they just wreaked havoc.
Yes, they did.
All the way in the back of the box. Steers inside, and look, Marley is off and going. Good work. You had to on that steal, because as the shortstop ran over to cover third on the bunt, that left second base unattended. And I'm telling you, the baseball or softball IQ of Marley Reed is as high as anyone. That one is the strike that's there. Too. Yeah, and Marley's pointing at her head saying, look, that's on me. I've got to be putting that in play. And what we've seen, the success of this Texas team. Oh, look, she slaps that one off to the right side. Oh, had a good shot at it, but unable to get that. And the birth of a slap hitter is on there from Remy Reed. She pulled that ball towards first and was had the bat on the ball a couple of steps out, making her way down to first base.
Yeah, and you talked about that, hadn't seen any slap hitters, and there they is.
You don't see a lot of it at all in this, but it's a young age. Kennedy Skinner, third baseman, will step in.
Look, I might have to plug my phone in before it's over with.
Do you need my charger? Off and going to second base. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, you don't have the right plug for mine.
I've got the right plug. Sadly, you don't have the right plug.
I have the wrong phone.
Right, there you go. That one is taken on the outer half for the strike. 2-0 and 2 here from Skinner. And she's going to have to step up and defend against that pitch on the outer half of the plate. She gets a little closer to the line. This is something you'll want to push over to the right side. Does that. That front foot stepped out a little much on there. You'd like to see her stand in there on that and maybe drive this ball down the right field line. If you are South Carolina, here's an opportunity to bust this ball on in the inside, because she's stepping away off of it. Instead, it's up in the air. Good glove save over there at shortstop. Going to be rung up at first base, and a good play over at shortstop by Buzzhardt.
I'll get the RBI also.
Yep, Marley Reed comes around to score the 8th run of the game. And you're going to see Cambria Reagan,
Number
center
65,
fielder,
Cambria is your batter with number 9, Janai on deck. No out.
stride back in. That one bounces around. Reed going nowhere, as a good job of blocking that up and forward by Springs. Springs able to keep that out in front of her. Second one across. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Cam Reagan's trying to keep things going here. 8 runs across for this Texas team. If you're keeping an eye on the clock, 14 minutes remain here in this one, due in part to about a 26-minute at-bat in the top of the first for Texas, and that's what really set the tone in this. The South Carolina team not out of it, just trying to get back to the bottom of the second and get some bats going, and they'll take off the second. That's one of those that's a real good job of playing that as she runs back at the runner at first. And we've seen that throughout the day. Teams would just let that go, but
when you got a base runner on third, yep.
Yeah, Fry wanted nothing to do with that. Not only does the runner not come in from third, but the runner at first. And now it may have just delayed the inevitable. And she's off and going. They'll throw through. And that will. She's going to slide off the base. And that will have her as so the throw beater slid through and off the base. And that's that wet turf out is what that is.
Yep.
But the run does come across to score, and that's the 9th one. And now Janiyah Griffith. You know Griffin, Griffin.
Yes, Griffin
will stand in.
The medieval creature, right?
Boy, she has got a lot of run support today. That's 7 runs in the first and 2 more here in the second. 9-0. Texas leads this one.
Cross between a lion, Griffins. I'm trying to remember. Cross between the lion and the eagle or something. It's some kind of bird.
I don't know. I
think it is.
I don't. 3 balls and no strikes, though, to this Janiyah Griffin. Lindley Jones would be on deck. That one bounces in, and that is going to be a 4-pitch walk that will get Griffin down to first base. And coach going to go out, and that's going to probably do it for Ava. Don't know, may just be discussing what they're going to do. So with 2 outs and you got runner at first and third, you have an opportunity to watch some sort of a play develop. Again, looking ahead at tomorrow's action, the winner of this will go on to play Tennessee Fairview. They lost pool game 1. That game is scheduled for 4 o'clock. The loser of this game then would turn around and play that 10 o'clock game against a very tough North Carolina team. That one down the line and hooking foul. And going to make its way right over to the fence area.
1 minute till the 10 o'clock hour there, Doug.
It is indeed. 11 minutes remain in the time allotment in this one. Got here around 8 o'clock this morning, so it's been a day.
It has been indeed.
We'll turn around and do it all again in the morning.
And at this point, it's been a night, too.
Indeed, it has.
Before we leave here, it will be the night.
We missed steak night.
We did miss steak night.
Steak night over at Quibido's. If you're in town and you're back in the hotel watching this, tomorrow night they have, if you want an experience, go out there and see the live music of that one ground over to the pitcher, bouncing around, going to swirl and throw to first. Boy, that is just a tremendous, tremendous play by Ava Fry. I think we may be able to look at that again. This replay brought to you by Pyramid Motor Company. Go out there and see the live music of that one ground over to the pitcher, bouncing around. Going to swirl and throw the first ball. That is just a tremendous play by Ava. Griffin back out for her second inning of work. And so a couple of things come into play right here.
Uh-oh.
With 8 minutes remaining in this one, time likely to expire here. It could. But in these games, you have to hit through the lineup. And being that it is a shortened 60-minute game, being that Griffin has been pretty efficient in the circle, you've got 6 batters left in the lineup that have not hit. So all 6 would have to hit. Even if time runs out, they would go another inning in order to get everybody to hit. That's correct. So, as we were telling you before the break, if you're in town and you're playing one of the, well, I guess all the games are early games tomorrow, do this. If you are from one of those states that are away from here and you want to be entertained, go by Quibido's. And I know that we've talked to them a lot, but the Catrice Liqueur Trio will be there tomorrow night and Saturday night from 6 to 9. And if you don't have the time of your life, you come back and I'll give you your subscription money that it cost you to watch these games back. I know it was free. I'm telling you, right? See, look, Catrice Liqueur Trio over at Quibido's tomorrow night. It's the one with the big alligator that's on that's on the facade of the building. Here we go. Bottom of the second inning. Griffin set to deliver and does. Chopper right back to Reed at short. Comes across firing, not in time, and that is a leadoff infield single for Ava Fry. And South Carolina says, wait a minute, don't start worrying about time limits and batters and all that. We've got an opportunity to do this.
Good play over there by the shortstop.
Tinlin Brown will be next. She is the center fielder.
Good play over there by the shortstop, even though it just took it a little while to get to her. I mean, hit that one straight down and it bounced a few times, but when she got it, she gloved it well and sent it over to first.
She did. Brown takes that one in there for a strike, and a snap throw down, not in time. Well, this the dynamics of this game make you think it's a one-run game or a no-score game, and it a lot of enthusiasm here over the last couple of plays. Griffin set to deliver and does. Swung on and missed, and Fry off to second base. Got to be careful. Look, she slides and hangs on. Calls time. Holds on to the bag with one hand. Calls time with the other. And we got to be careful sliding into the bag like that. Slid right over the bag so that she wouldn't go off of it, and didn't. But look.